red button time on YouTube to hit the start streaming button. There it goes, red button, red button, red button. There it is, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Andrew Wall here, and today I'm gonna tell you all about how you can quit your day job to do what you want to do for a living. It's for you to chase the dream, for you to live that life you've always wanted. You've been hustling out those live streams. You've been hustling out those podcasts. You've been hustling out those articles. You've been hustling out those videos. You've been trying to figure out how to make it happen. And so I want to tell you my story of how I made it happen. I started out as a content creator many years ago, just in my bedroom, just like a lot of you guys. Costa Brothers says, love what you do, super helpful. Thank you very much. It's great to see you guys here. Princess is in chat. SGL is here. Here we go. So I'm going to tell you the story of how I quit my job. I'm just going to run through it right now. I'm going to tell you about what I was going through my life. I'm going to tell you successes and things I did right when I quit my job to make content full-time and do an online business full-time. And I'll also tell you some things that I did wrong along the way that I want you guys to learn from. So you guys ready to do this? Because I know so many of you guys have the dream as well. Hero, thank you for joining in chat. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. Not going to do any more rigmarole. So I just tweeted about this, and I want to be really honest with you guys. You know, you hear a lot of people on the interwebs talk about how they quit their job and how they're so successful and they did blah 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 along the way, and they really made it happen. They're making so much money and they're so famous and everything's great. But the bottom line is it's always sloppy. There's always something that went wrong. You always screwed up something. You always regretted something. But you know what? Along the way, if you're gonna get there, you ended up doing more things right than you did wrong, and so there is something to be learned from someone's journey. So basically, I started out in New York City. I just moved there with my wife. I actually moved up here for a job at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel, and if you guys are not familiar, it is like the most legendary hotel in the United States. It's where the President of the United States stays when he comes to New York. It's in the heart of New York City. I just got my big city job, just moved there from the South. And this hotel was absolutely out of control. And I was running all of the audio, the video, the rigging, and even like some internet stuff. It was basically AV, a multi-million-dollar AV operation. And we do events like this. I mean, doesn't that look fancy schmancy? And so what we would do is we'd put in speakers into these rooms. We'd put a screen over here. You know, we'd have speakers over here. We would do music. We would do lighting as well. We would do all kinds of different stuff, all the audio-visual elements at this hotel, and it was this amazing job. But while I was working there, I was realizing, you know, I love serving people. I love working at a place as prestigious as the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. I mean, we literally had the President of the United States as our clients, dignitaries from every country, the most important people in the entire world were our clients. It was insane. Like Dick Cheney, we'd take Dick Cheney to his meeting room and set him up and stuff. Like, it was really high profile and really exciting. But every night when I came home, I wasn't dreaming about doing AV at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel. I was creating content in my bedroom with my buddies. And so this is me. This is a video that I've showed you guys before, but this is me, a piece of content. I made a piece of, you know, StarCraft 2 fan content on YouTube. This is in 2011. And there I am looking like a D-bag with my fedora on. And I was hustling every single night when I got home to make gaming content, because I saw some people on YouTube making it happen, and I was like, you know what? I can do that too. I don't want to be going to a 9-to-5. I don't want to be working for some kind of corporation. I want to quit my job, and I want to do what I want to do with my day. I want to be in control of my life. I want to be a part of my own startup. And so I created my own YouTube channel like so many of you guys did, and it started getting some traction early on. Like, this video got 34,000 views, and we started working. But whenever I came home from work, and I'll show you a clip of when I came home from work. This is me when I got my new computer. This is my tiny apartment in New York City. This is, I think, 2010 when I released this video. And this is me getting my first production computer called the Emperor. And this is literally me getting home from work, opening my new computer many years ago. And obviously I'm very excited about it. And I saved up my money at my job. As you can see, the apartment was freaking tiny. And what I do every single night, this is something that I think a lot of people don't really talk about when they talk about starting a new business, Like, when I say we made the #1 gaming network out there and everything, I was in this tiny apartment. I was eating shit every day. And I was just working for hours and hours and hours every night when I got home on making videos, grinding and understanding YouTube in 2010 and 2011. And I would get off work at like 11 p.m., 12 p.m., and I would just make videos for hours and hours and hours and hours until like 5 a.m. every night. I'd go to sleep, wake up, go back to work, come home, make videos, go to sleep, go back to work, come home, make videos over and over again, rinse and repeat. And this is before anybody like me even existed, before anybody could advise anyone on how to be successful on YouTube or any other platform. This was the early days. And ended up making it happen. And so ended up getting traction with our content. And so I ended up joining this crazy startup called TGN, which you guys are familiar with at this point. And I was able to use the skills I got through this YouTube channel and with my new computer and with my newfound skills. And I ended up connecting with some people over at TGN, and they said, we want you to help us build our new business. We have this new concept. And the new concept is we get a group of people together on a YouTube channel and we help them collaborate. This was before this was even a thing. Like, this was a new idea. And we want you to be there to be a part of the management team to help us grow this business. And what we can do is we can help YouTubers monetize their content. We can help YouTubers learn how to grow on the platform. And we can give them the tools they need to succeed and all that stuff. And so we ended up making a forum. I ended up producing content for them. And it started getting traction and it started really taking off because turns out this whole MCN thing, this whole network thing was something that creators needed and wanted. So let's talk about the point when I quit my job. So this job right here paid our family's benefits. This job right here at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel was giving us financial security. And so when it was time to quit my job and join TGN and go work out of my bedroom to build a gaming network, I took a massive pay cut. And it was like a 30 to 40% pay cut on what I was making with my day job. So I want you guys to keep in mind that when you're gonna take the leap and when you're going to jump from your day job into your passion, I think I made a big mistake here. And it ended up working out for me. But I took a super high risk when I did it. I jumped into this job with no benefits. I jumped into this new startup with a massive pay cut. I was within like dollars of being able to cover rent and what have you with my wife in New York. And it was an irresponsible decision. I will be straight up, financially and security wise. So this is one of the mistakes I want to tell you guys about. Do not quit your job like I did. It ended up working out for me. It had a 90% chance of not working out if you look at the numbers. Do not quit your job and start the new startup with an insufficient amount of money coming in from that startup and coming in from that new business. It doesn't matter how much you love it. It doesn't matter how much you care. It doesn't matter how great it seems and how passionate you are about it. And those things are what fueled me to make this irrational decision. I would recommend before you quit your day job, before you quit your solid job at your corporate 9-to-5 grind, ensure that your YouTube channel or the venture that you're going to be doing pays at least as much as your current job does. Really, the rule that I would recommend is try to make it pay double what your current job does before you quit. Especially if you have a wife or a husband, especially if you have a family, especially if you have different obligations that you need to cover in your life. This was a massively high risk for me. Luckily, it worked out. Otherwise, I would have been out on my butt. I would have been in New York City with an extremely high rent, without enough money to pay for rent, and we would have had to just abandon New York City and move back home out of nowhere. So it was an extremely high risk for me to take on TGN in the beginning. And I would recommend that you guys decrease your risk when you quit your job by ensuring that when your channel or your stream or your online business is making enough money to backfill at least what you're currently making or to double it. This is a really important thing that I would recommend for you guys moving forward before you quit your job, okay? I'm willing to admit that I think that was a mistake. Habich says, you used to smoke and talk BS with some peeps outside your apartment before work daily. Awesome. That's really great comment. Thank you very much for that. So where you live, the AdSense money is 3 times less than in the United States, says SGL. So I think that that is a factor. I think a lot of people, when they're looking at revenue on YouTube, they're looking at how much can I make from the ads from my videos? How much can I make through advertising? I need to get my views up to get my revenue. When I quit my job, I was making money off of my YouTube channel right here. So I was making that ad revenue from this, but I was also making money building an online startup too at the same time, building TGN along the way. And with TGN, when I was doing this, not only was I helping manage the TGN and helping build the network, I was also getting new business development deals for TGN. I was getting new video deals for TGN, and we ended up producing videos for like XSplit and various other companies along the way, so that I could supplement income for the company, and I could supplement income for basically for myself to justify me being in this startup along the way. So when you're thinking about leaving your job to go do your startup, you need to be thinking about multiple revenue sources along the way, not just YouTube AdSense. Because Adpocalypse is coming again, I'm sure, and Adpocalypse is going to hit different platforms. Maybe it's going to be Musicpocalypse on Twitch, right? Maybe you're doing your Twitch stream right now and you play pop songs in the background. Guess what? Musicpocalypse is coming to Twitch, and guess what? Tons of people are going to lose their butts when that happens. That's just a prediction. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. There's so much copyright music all over that platform. A bunch of people are going to lose their butts. Advertisers might pull out. You never know what's going to happen in online video because it changes so frequently. So when you quit your job, have multiple revenue sources lined up so that when you quit, if one of them drops out, you can end up picking up other revenue sources. The question is, so you founded TGN? I wasn't like the original OG founder of TGN, no. I was the first full-time person to work for TGN, who was getting paid to work for TGN full-time in the early startup phases of TGN. That was when I entered TGN. Other people were doing this thing called TGN early. It was like this wikis thing, and it was this community thing, and it was this like, it didn't really realize that it was going to be a business yet kind of thing. And as soon as it was ready to be a business, I was the first full-time person to be paid to be working for TGN. So I don't know if I wouldn't consider myself the original founder of TGN. That was George Van Noos. He was the original founder, but I was the first person he brought on board to build the business. So you could call me an early startup person. You could call me, I guess, a co-founder maybe, but I was not the OG of TGN. I will never claim to be the OG of TGN. So the question from Blue Angel Gaming in chat is, should I leave my day job? That's funny. So, like I was telling you earlier, do not leave your day job until you're at least making as much money as your current day job. You should ×2 that money if you can. You should diversify your revenue when you quit your day job, and you should ensure that you can backfill, depending on your country, things like benefits. Benefits are incredibly important. Insurance is extremely expensive in the United States as well. Like right now, I'm not an employee of any companies. I'm a consultant for a lot of different companies at the moment. And health insurance in the United States is ridiculously expensive, for example, if you're gonna buy it on your own. And I know health insurance is not the most exciting topic, but it is super real if you're looking to quit your job. To support like a family of 4 with health insurance, it's $1,200 US per month. For a basic health insurance plan that covers the basics for your family. As an individual, you're going to be paying hundreds of dollars per month to cover yourself with health insurance in the United States. So you need to seriously consider benefits as well in your calculations before you quit your job. Smedley Butler, it's great to see you in chat. No retirement would be hard. Yeah, if you retire and you don't have any money, guess what happens? Your life sucks. So save up for retirement. That would be a good thing. You're looking to do just this, do gaming full time. You know what? There's a lot of people out there that want to quit their job to stream full time. So that's another revenue source that I had when I quit my job to go pursue this online video thing full time. I think there's only like one clip left in the history of the universe. Maybe? Is there any clips left of this? There used to be a clip on here. I think it's gone. No. But I think I can probably find one on YouTube. Let me find it for you. Of when I used to live stream Star Wars The Old Republic. I don't know if there's any clips out there, but also I was live streaming essentially full time. And these are some of the clips from when I was live streaming full time. My Boom Sucka live streams on Twitch. So that was another revenue source that I had. So I had multiple revenue sources when I quit my job to try to diversify my revenue, and that's something that's super important for you guys to take into account as well. But after this startup ended up working, then that's the success story you end up hearing about. And this is the story that you end up seeing, like, this is me, oh, I'm the head of TGN, I'm interviewing Jeff Kaplan, and wow, TGN's super legit, we're all branded, and we're at these sick events, and we have this amazing production, and look at this 1 million subscribers channel. Wow, it must have always been great for this person. You see so many of these stories with people that quit their job to go do a startup, and you only see this part of the story, the part where they're successful, they're doing their work, it looks like they have it together, but really, the real deal here is not that. The real deal is people taking huge risks sometimes, people not really making it, people failing more times than not. And so just ensure that the consequences of you failing and quitting your day job isn't your family losing your butt or you losing your butt along the way. I highly recommend against that. If you are in your late teens and early 20s, that is the lowest risk time for you to quit your job. I quit my job in my late 20s after I was married, and so it was still higher risk for me. So the younger you are, the easier it is for you to quit, because you have more time after that to rebuild your career, to get back on track with your retirement, to maybe switch your career options, etc. I quit mine before I had kids. It is much more difficult to quit when you have kids, and you need to ensure that when you quit, if you have kids in a family, that you have enough revenue and you exceed the amount of revenue that you need to quit your job. The other part too, and this is something that I'll tell you guys, you're gonna try to predict how successful that online business is going to be, and you're gonna try to understand what's gonna happen with it in the future. And the bottom line is, if you're entering the online video space and you're looking to quit your job to enter this space, you have no idea really what's going to happen. It's so new, it's so fledgling, who even knows what's going to go on? Are you gonna get here one day where you're interviewing people at cons and what have you, and you're successful? Is the bottom gonna fall out on the industry or on your channel or on the platform that you're on, or your sponsor's gonna pull out? There's lots of risk factors as an individual entering online video today and trying to stream for a living or to create content for a living as an individual. So another piece of advice that I would give you guys if you're trying to quit your job and trying to create content and do the online hustle for a living is to try to latch yourself onto a media business or a larger business opportunity so that you don't have to count on only you and your platform supporting yourself moving forward. Companies like TGN or Broadband TV and what have you are much more secure because they are full-fledged businesses, just as an example. And so if you're hopping on board to start a business with other people that maybe has funding and maybe they're paying you to help build this larger business, that's going to be a potentially more secure opportunity, or an opportunity for you to diversify your revenue or diversify your opportunities, network with other people and find more opportunities along the way than just going solo and just just quitting your job solo and hoping that that works out for you. And that's what I did. When I quit my job, this is me in the bedroom. When I quit my job, I joined a business. I joined to start a business. I didn't go completely solo. I'm not saying that going solo is bad, but if you go with other people, and if there's a larger organization, and if there's funding, and if there's a bigger market opportunity, the risk decreases in that scenario because there are more people there to support you, there's more money there to support you, and there is a higher probability of success potentially if you're going to quit your job and you can latch yourself onto a business that already exists or is starting. As an individual, you have to completely count only on yourself. And so that's a huge risk factor, right? If you fail when starting a new business and when quitting your job and going out on your own, if you fail as a solo entrepreneur, guess what? The responsibility for failure is 100% yours. You are 100%. It's your fault 100% if you fail. And it's your success 100% if you succeed. And so keep that in mind. Whereas if you have other people with you, you can lean on them. You can count on them. They can help you if you're building a media business or you're building a destination with someone else, or you're starting a new podcast with someone else, etc. They can help you, and potentially they can help you get more sponsors, help you get more opportunities, meet more people, and help you decrease your risk when you quit your job. So consider that from my perspective. Had I tried to quit my job and just be a solo creator, like, you know, this kind of like, I was doing StarCraft esports commentary. So I was like, I'm doing the esports angle. I was also doing the live streaming angle. And I was also doing, you know, the website angle at the time, and I had all these different opportunities that I was going after as an individual. But guess what? All of these opportunities were high risk, and any of them could have fallen through at any given point. So I recognize that, and so I feel like it was a good decision for me not to quit my job and go after solo entrepreneur opportunities, but rather to join an organization or to start an organization with other people to decrease the risk of failure. So that's another thing that I think not many people talk about that. It's really glorified in media today, on Shark Tank, on The Profit, streamers that go full time, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it just looks like one person in their bedroom and they made it. You, the one person in your bedroom, you can make it too, sure, but it's much higher risk. It is. Corvus810 says, man, good times. Those SWTOR live streams of yours originally brought you to Twitch. Really? That's awesome. Man, those were the days, man. I have a lot of nostalgia for those early Star Wars, the Old Republic streams I was doing on Twitch. Those were the early days of me on the internet, and there was a lot of special times and special people that I met along the way on Twitch, including you, and I really value those experiences. Actually, look right here in this, right here in the background, right above me. This is actually my Star Wars, the Old Republic signed poster from the entire BioWare team who created Star Wars, the Old Republic. I was the biggest YouTuber for that game back in the day. So anyway, I still have that poster. I still have lots of nostalgia for it. Star Wars, the Old Republic is, and that community are special in my heart. It is a special part of my journey of quitting my job to do internets full time. Folder says, you were playing Blue Stallion Cell Dweller music all the time, or at least you were playing that while you were playing Star Wars Republic, the Old Republic back in the day. You're trying to figure out who you are and why you're following me in the moment. Okay, so that's the story of this. So yes, I did play Blue Stallion Cell Dweller music all the time on my streams back in the day, and that was when I was streaming Star Wars The Old Republic back in 2010 and 2011. And I licensed Blue Stallion Cell Dweller's music on my streams to be able to play on my streams back then, because I recognized that there was a high risk of that kind of content being claimed in the future. I actually interviewed Blue Stallion and ended up producing for Cell Dweller. Let me pull that up. It was the History of FPS Cell Dweller video, the official Cell Dweller video that he did that he played for First Person Shooter. Yeah, we ended up making this official music video or whatever that he used on tour for his track First Person Shooter. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Cell Dweller. He's a fantastic EDM artist, industrial artist, rock artist. He's kind of like a hybrid artist. So anyway, we ended up making this official video for him as TGN which I thought was really, really cool. Our team made that. So anyway, you're following me from Star Wars: The Old Republic from back when I was getting started on the internet. Awall, so basically what you're saying says ZXJ Gaming, you're latching on to bigger companies and that's the best way to approach them. So what I'm saying is if you're going to try to quit your job to do online video for a living, consider doing consulting for a larger company. Consider providing services to a larger, more established company so that you can diversify your revenue when you quit your job. Consider doing editing for someone. Consider also freelancing for various people and picking up multiple clients when you quit your job to go do live streaming and what have you for a living. That's something that you can do right. I think that that's one of the things that I did right when I quit my job, and so many people do wrong when they quit theirs, is diversify the number of clients and revenue streams that you have when you quit your job so that you can increase your probability of success. Because the real deal is this: it is more likely than not that you will fail when you quit your job and you try to go start a business. It is more likely than not that you will completely fail. Just embrace that fact. Don't listen to anybody that says, just go for it and it's gonna be great. Sure, you do have to go for it and hopefully it will be great, but more likely than not, you will fail and your business will completely fall through. It just is more likely than not. I'm one of the lucky cases. I'm one of the 10% or less that ended up starting an online business and having it work. Thomas just joined on Periscope. Thank you very much for joining. Kanetasu, oh my gosh. Old schoolers, what's up, Kanetasu? Awesome. Great to see you in Twitch chat. Old schoolers here joining me in Twitch chat. So I have some massive value that I want to bring you guys in the stream right now. So many of you guys, this is a question from one of my patrons asking me, you know, there's only 5 kinds of content that get views on the internet, right? You guys know that. Stuff that's new, stuff that's the best, stuff that's learning, stuff that's challenge, and stuff that is unique. But one of the questions from my patrons is to show a archetypal example of a creator that does new better than anybody else, that does best better than anybody else, that does unique better than anybody else, that does challenge better than anybody else, that does, shoot, I forgot the other, learning better than anybody else. So I'm gonna show you those examples right now. I'm gonna show you what the best of the best is doing in streaming, in content creation, in making their media business, so that you can learn from that, so that you can quit your job and build your own media business. Don't just think about yourself only as a solo entrepreneur. I know there's a big movement right now of solopreneur, but don't think about it in terms of you being alone. Think about building a larger business and bringing value to the market. Let me show you some other people that you may think are by themselves or blah, 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 or have had that kind of journey. And let me show you what they did right, what they're currently doing right, so that you can learn from that. This is so huge. And before we get into it, really quick, oh yeah, of course PewDiePie's involved. Obviously PewDiePie's on the list. But guys, go ahead and like this. This is my tweet for this stream right here. Basically, word of mouth is the only way that I'm gonna get the word out about my stream and about what I'm trying to do in helping creators. So you guys getting the word of mouth out, this tweet, go ahead and like it or just comment on it, and if you want to, go ahead and retweet it, but help me get the word out about these streams where I'm helping creators, I'm helping people quit their job to do what they love for a living. Live streams don't grow channels fast at all, but your word of mouth can. So tell a friend, tell a creator, tell somebody you care about who's looking to do what they love for a living. Help me get the word out here with this tweet today, okay? So let's go to the 5 examples of amazing channels that are absolutely crushing on the interwebs that you should learn from. And we're gonna start with new. Actually, we're gonna mix up the order here. New is a content value that you can do or anyone can do to get views. If you're boring, if you're releasing stuff that's new, people will watch. If you're not that great of an editor, if you release stuff that's new, people will watch. If you're new to content creation, if you're new to streaming, and you're bringing new, fresh things to that platform, you will grow and people will watch. Let me show you the master of new and what they're doing right so that you can learn how to leverage the new value for your avenues. And before you see, like, if you see the names, you're gonna recognize a lot of these names I'm pulling up on the screen. Don't go, oh wow, you're gonna tell me that this person is good. I already knew they're good. Listen to why they're good, and listen to how they're bringing the value, because the nuance in each of these cases of how they're bringing the value, I think, will change how you think about content and how to get views, and will help you grow your online business so that you can quit your job. Squad Track already liked and retweeted. Thank you very much, Squad Track. I really appreciate you. Nitro Wolf, I missed you. Thank you for joining me in chat. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Great. So new, Philip DeFranco. You'll be like, oh, Philip DeFranco, blah, blah, blah. I thought you was gonna learn something here. Year by year. Philip DeFranco is a master of new value. He brings new to the table like no one else, and he does it systematically. And he is doing a lot of things right on the YouTube platform using YouTube tactics that he has learned over the years. So let's talk about what he's doing right in terms of new value. So first things first, every single one of his thumbnails and titles on his channel, which by the way, he has an entire team, a media company behind this channel, is showing trending celebrities, trending public figures in the thumbnail next to him. And he inserts himself in the middle of the conversation in terms of visually with each one of his thumbnails. So as you look down this channel, as you see the notifications in your box, as Philip DeFranco's videos get recommended to you, you're gonna see trending celebrities and personalities first in the thumbnails. This is huge. Then he uses a newspaper style or radio style headline to communicate that new trending thing that you need to know about. And so this ends up getting a relatively high click rate on YouTube, and it brings consistent value to every single piece of content that Philip DeFranco is doing. It's not just typical gamers not on the list, and Jake Paul is not on the list today, okay? You're surprised that I remembered you, Kinetisu? I don't know how I could forget. Like, when you interact with somebody hundreds of times, you'll never forget them, right? Same thing with a lot of people that are on the stream right now. So he's bringing that new value in every thumbnail and every title on his channel. So each one of these videos is a trending headline, and you know that you can count on Philip DeFranco for, I mean, the news obviously has the word new in it, but basically news for millennials and people that are younger than 35 years old. This is the stuff that people that are younger than 35 years old care about. It's internet stuff. It's internet news, essentially. And that, or like, this is the news the internet cares about. All right, so you can go to CNN, you can go to, like, if you're old, if you're 35 years or old or older, you're gonna go to sources like CNN. You're gonna go to sources like CNBC. You're gonna go to sources like that to find out what's new in the world from your old people perspective. I'm almost 35 years old, so I guess I'm allowed to say that. Philip DeFranco has tapped into a market that is less than 35 years old. Probably many of you guys are in this market, and he is systematically giving people that are 35 years old or younger what is new in their world. So Philip DeFranco is essentially the CNN for young people. And so when you click on his videos, you're going to see the new things that you care about, and he brings that direct value in every thumbnail. Is CNN gonna cover the doc and somebody busting into his room earlier and yesterday and firing off gunshots at Doc while he was on Twitch? Is that a story that's going to be on CNN? Is that a story that's going to be on CNBC? No. It's only on Philip DeFranco's channel. So he's covering what's new for a very, very specific demographic that is not being served properly on any other avenues. So he's identified his audience, he's delivering new clearly in every thumbnail and title, and so Philip DeFranco is essentially the ultimate version of new value on YouTube. He is the ultimate provider of new on YouTube in my opinion. He has been viable for years and years and years. So any of you guys that are looking to cover the news, or you're looking to cover something that is trending, or you're looking to potentially build a business that covers new trending topics within your niche, you need to study Philip DeFranco today and study his strategy to the umpteenth degree. So I'm going to type this into chat, and if you guys are like, I've already watched the Philly D video, so like, I pretty much know what's going on with that channel, and like, I understand it. Yeah, you probably don't. Watch all of his videos. Watch his videos all the way through. Look at his strategy on how he selects the topics that he selects. Examine his format with his show, where he talks about the value early in every single video. He delivers value teases through the thumbnail, and he delivers that value in the beginning of the video too. He uses the triple hook. He uses the thumbnail hook, then he hits you with the title hook, and then he hits you with the intro hook in the beginning of his videos. He's got the triple value hook that he delivers every single time. Each one of those value hooks gives you the same type of value tease. You get new in the thumbnail, new in the title, new in the intro, and then you start watching the video, and guess what? Philip DeFranco delivers you new. He is the master of new. Study him. That is the #1 thing you can do if you want to bring new value on the internet. Okay? Philip DeFranco example complete. But wait, there's 4 more types of content value that we're going to cover right here. The next one is maybe one that you're not as familiar with, but maybe you've watched their videos along the way. And this next value is learning. You're back to life, Andrew. Huge DeFranco fan. He's very smart. He is. He's capitalizing on new value like no one else is, that's for sure. Squad Track asks, by the way, Awall, what is the qualification needed to join BBTV Network? Random question that came to mind. There is no publicly communicated qualification anymore to join Broadband TV or to join TGN. So you just need to contact a sales representative at the company and talk to them to find out whether you're qualified to join or not. It basically depends on a number of factors that are too complex for me to explain in a live stream. So just contact a human being at Broadband TV, talk to them about your channel, talk to them about your aspirations, and then they can talk to you about whether Broadband TV or BBTV could help you or would be a good business partnership. That's the best answer I can give you there. Back in the day, YouTube networks would have like these publicly posted qualifications, like you need to hit 10,000 views a month and have at least XYZ AdSense enabled, whatever, and you can join. And there used to be like an automated process where you could auto-join networks and what have you. It doesn't really work like that anymore, at least for Broadband TV. So I'd recommend contact a human being at Broadband TV, speak with them about your aspirations for content creation, and then they can talk to you about whether you're a fit for Broadband TV or not. That is my best advice for you there. There are 5 magic values. So we're giving example of magic value number 2 that will get you views on the interwebs. Are you guys ready for magic value number 2? And the ultimate example of magic value number 2, and that magic value is, of course, learning. So I don't know how many of you guys have watched this channel, but this is the most gangster learning channel on the entire internet. It is the epitome of high quality learning content that is taking off and getting massive, consistent traction, delivering one value super duper 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 hard, which is learning value. So if you're doing educational content, on the internet, I'm gonna link it right now. And here's the learning value that you're gonna get. If you're trying to quit your job, if you're trying to quit your day job and you're trying to make learning content, how-to videos, guides, tutorials, teaching people how to do something on the internet, this channel is a channel that you should study to learn from the absolute best. Let's talk about what they're doing well. So Tice, good to see you on the channel. So here it is. In a nutshell, if you're not already familiar, is they choose extremely interesting topics and they do a deep dive on that topic and deliver you only the most interesting elements that you could learn about that topic in the shortest period of time possible. So let's talk about, let's just pick a random video here and what they're doing to get views. Let's just do this one right here next to me. It's just so incredible. Look at the thumbnails. They are a custom piece of artwork. So it is a completely custom piece of artwork. There's no stock footage here in this thumbnail. It is absolutely gorgeous. And this one is, if you can't read it, what if you detonated a nuclear bomb in the and then the rest of the title says, in the Marianas Trench. This is science, not fantasy. But basically the thumbnail tells you everything you need to know. It's a deep sea nuke. So, this is a learning video that very clearly communicates the value, and this is once again what Philip DeFranco does as well, with a triple hook as always. Hook number 1 with the triple hook is that thumbnail. Deep sea nuke with that thumbnail. That is just interesting. That is super interesting. Like, of course you would want to know what would happen with a deep sea nuke, and that is a custom thumbnail and a custom drawing. Hook number 2 is that amazing title that they have here that qualifies deep sea nuke on another level. So you're hooking people with deep sea nuke, then you're being more specific by saying, what if you detonated a nuclear bomb in the Marianas Trench? Science, not fantasy. Got it. There's hook number 1 and hook number 2. Then we click their video. And then where is hook number 3? It's right here in the beginning of the video, of course. Hook number 3 is right here when they say, what if you detonated a bomb in the very bottom of the ocean? In the intro. Do you see the common factors that are happening here with all of these channels that are delivering value better than you and better than everyone else on the internet? They're using the triple hook to deliver value 3 times in a row to get people to watch their videos and to succeed on the internet. It is that simple. Triple hook value once again. Philip DeFranco does it with new content. In a Nutshell does it with learning content. Are we starting to see some themes here? Are you starting to understand why I'm telling you that the way to get views on the internet is delivering new, best, learning, challenge, and unique content, and to use the triple hook in order to capitalize on those values? These are some of the most successful channels on the entire internet, and they're all doing the exact same thing. It's not complicated at all. And as a result, Philip DeFranco's getting over 1 million views per video, and In a Nutshell on average is getting something like 4 million views per video. Are we learning something? I hope so. I'm driving this point home because this is what actually works. But wait, it works for the other values as well. Jimmy, thank you very much for joining on Periscope. And for everybody who's just joining now, I'm teaching you the 5 content values and the 5 ultimate examples of people that are delivering new, learning, best, challenge, and unique better than everyone else on YouTube, so that you can learn what to do right with your channel, with your avenues, with your online business, so that you can quit your job. Sammy, thank you for joining me on Periscope as well. So let's take a look at the next value. And this is one that maybe you expected or not. Don't roll your eyes. Don't roll your eyes, because this is the ultimate challenge and adversity channel. It is the ultimate challenge channel. Do you guys have any guesses on what the best channel on all of YouTube is for challenge content? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll give you a moment while I take a sip of coffee. They are the ultimate at challenge content. I mean, you've seen Ice Bucket Challenge. You've seen, Sniper Rifle Only Challenge in gaming. You've seen, trying to do XYZ in any vertical. All sorts of challenge content does incredibly well on YouTube, but there is one channel that does it better than everyone else. Who do you think that channel is? Cheers to all of you. Let's learn what they're doing right in their videos. I wonder if there's going to be a common theme here. I wonder if they're going to use the triple hook in their videos to deliver value more effectively than other people. Squad Trek says Papa Jake is doing challenge content better than anyone else. Daquan Fortnite challenges is another guess. These are good guesses, but the correct answer is, in my opinion, the correct answer is Dude Perfect. And don't roll your eyes and go, Dude Perfect sucks, that's just a basketball shots channel. They are better at doing challenge content than every other channel on the entire internet in the history of mankind. They are masters of challenge content. So if you've ever thought about doing challenge content on the internet, if you've ever thought about doing a challenge video of sniper rifles only, silencers only, 5 lives only, trying to win in this game without any shoes, or any type of challenge content, you need to study like it's freaking college. The Dude Perfect challenge, the Dude Perfect channel, because they do challenge content better than everyone else. Let's see what they're doing better and how they're delivering challenge value better. Let's take a look again at their thumbnails and their titles and their performance. First of all, Dude Perfect gets what, 25 million views per video on average? So anybody out there that's saying, oh, Dude Perfect, they're just basketball videos? No. And oh, Dude Perfect, whatever, that's boring. 25 million views per video, and they've been crushing it for like something like 6 years or more with their channel. They have mastered challenge content. They started on YouTube in 2009. 2009, my friends. 9 years they've been doing this. So learn from what they're doing. Don't try to come up with how to properly do a challenge video on your own. Learn from them the expert way of doing a challenge video. Are you ready to take a look? Here's how they do challenge content better than anyone else. And do you see basketball videos here? There's only 2. There's a lot of other challenge videos that they're doing. So let's take a look at this one right here, because that one just looks really interesting to me. Giant darts battle. Let me zoom in so you guys can see it a little bit better. Enhance, zoom in, enhance. Here we go. See the giant darts battle right here? Beautiful. Giant darts battle. Wow, what are they doing? They're delivering challenge value through their thumbnail, of course. But how are they delivering challenge value through their thumbnail? They're showing the actual challenge, and they're showing themselves about to do the challenge. Not teasing what the challenge might be. Not, could you imagine if some sort of challenge might be happening? They're not putting in text, here's the name of the challenge. They're literally showing themselves about to do the challenge with a dude with a giant dart about to hit this giant target while he's riding on top of a truck. Do you guys see the secret to making a good challenge video thumbnail now? You show yourself about to do the challenge. Then in their title, what is it? Giant Darts Battle. Got it. That's the challenge. Sounds good to me. It's an extremely simple way to communicate the challenge. You actually show what is challenging about it in the thumbnail visually. Then you clarify specifically what the nature of the challenge is in the title. That is hook number 1, which is your thumbnail, as always. That's hook number 2, which is your title. Then let's go ahead and click the video, my friends, and see if they're doing anything different than those 2 other internet gangsters that we showed. Hold on a second. And there's the triple hook. You guys see it, man? It's so easy to get views on YouTube if you just do what the masters of YouTube are doing. Triple hook at the beginning, which is them throwing the freaking dart there and showing the challenge. There's hook number 1, hook number 2, and then hook number 3, which is the intro, hooking people in by actually showing the challenge. Teasing the final moment when they're about to throw the dart. Here we are, we're riding on the truck, we're about to do, but you don't get to see it happen. Triple hook, my friends. Are you guys seeing the common things that every single YouTube channel is doing better than you? That's not how you spell value. They're doing this better than you. They're doing this better than everyone else in their space, and this is why they're winning. I'm literally giving you the keys to the kitchen here. I'm giving you the keys to the car. I'm giving you the key to success. All you have to do is go actually execute at this point. It's the triple hook with their thumbnail, title, and intro showing their primary value at all 3 stages of content to get that click-through rate and to get people engaged in their content. It is the thing that all 3 of them have in common. Challenge content complete. Why have the name in the title though? The name of the challenge, you mean? Oh, the name of their channel? So the reason why Dude Perfect has the name of their channel in their title is because they get so many views off of all of this content that by having Dude Perfect in the title, people are actually searching for the term Dude Perfect because they are so godlike in their space. So if you look at Google Trends, so if you become a god level YouTube channel, like Dude Perfect is, let's go ahead and look at Google Trends right now. Dude Perfect is actually searched, I assume, is searched in a significant way on YouTube. So let's look at worldwide views on Dude Perfect, okay? Let's compare Dude Perfect to like a billion-dollar gaming franchise and see how much they're searched on YouTube versus the billion-dollar gaming franchise. Oh, I misspelled it. Heroes of the Storm. So, Dude Perfect on YouTube over the past 12 months is searched as a search term on YouTube 15 times or so more than Heroes of the Storm, a billion-dollar gaming franchise. Okay, so that's why they put Dude Perfect in the title of their videos, is because they have culturally transcended billion-dollar franchises. That's how good they are at challenge content. I'm not picking them because it's fun to look at their videos. I'm picking them because they are masters of challenge value. Okay? Yes, freaking way. Did that blow your mind? Yeah, that's how culturally relevant they are. But wait, there's more. We still have best and we still have unique, so that I can show you the ultimate examples of those. Cheers to all of you. How many of you guys would want to quit your day job to create content for a living full time? Let me know in the comments below. Drop the comments down there. How many people out there actually thinking about that? Alrighty then. So we're gonna cover best next. Obviously, best stuff gets lots of views. If you can show the best version of something, if you can show the ultimate iteration of something, if you can show whatever it may be, that is the best. Obviously, people want to see it. But people often get confused about best. They think I need to have the best production quality. They think I need to have the best edits. They think I need to have the best graphics. They think I need to have the best mic. And they think that that is the best value that people care about, that generates views on YouTube. And I'm here to tell you that increasing your production value and increasing your look and making yourself look higher quality is good, but that's not the value that is going to get views on YouTube. That is not the best value that is going to give you gangster traction on the platform. It's just not. Having higher production quality doesn't give your content value. I'll say it again. Having higher production quality does not give your content value. It just helps you deliver that value more effectively. There's a big difference there. I really hope that you guys can focus on that, because so many people focus on getting the best graphics, getting the best edits, getting the best production quality, the best camera, the best mic, the best this, the best that. That's not the best that your audience cares about at all. Right now, I'm talking to you through a webcam in 720p. Do you care that I don't have a $10,000 DSLR, or that I don't have a $5,000 DSLR camera right there? No. Do you care that I don't have a pro set behind me right now? No. What you care about is the value of what I'm telling you, the value of my content, the value I promise in my videos. And if you can keep that in mind, you can blow your avenue up and potentially quit your job. Cool? So here's the masters of best, and don't roll your eyes. I know a lot of these examples are eye rollers. Watch Mojo. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm pulling up Watch Mojo on my channel and telling you that Watch Mojo is amazing, but I'm here to tell you that Watch Mojo are the masters of best on YouTube. They are better at delivering best value than any other YouTube channel on the entire internet. I'm sorry, it's just the way that it is. I'm sorry, it's just the way that it is. And let me show you precisely why Watch Mojo is gangster. Let me show you precisely why Watch Mojo has how many billion views? Oh yeah, 11 billion views. Now, a lot of people write off their views and they say, oh, well, Watch Mojo has views because they make top 10 videos, and top 10 videos just get views because top 10 videos are top 10 videos. Guess what? Watch Mojo has thousands, probably tens of thousands of competitors out there that are trying to rip off their strategy. And there's a reason why Watch Mojo has 18 million subscribers and has got 11 billion views, because they are the best at delivering best. Okay? So let's talk about what they're doing better than everyone else. What I'm saying is they are the best at delivering best. I'm not saying they're the best of the best, but I'm saying they're the best at delivering best. And here's the formula. They have top 10 videos, and a top 10 video, and I'm just gonna select a random video. Actually, let's not select a random video. Let's go ahead and look at their most popular videos, right? Because those will be the best of the best content that's ever bested. So here you go. This is how you deliver best value as effectively as humanly possible. See what they're doing in their thumbnails? No text. They don't have to say that any of these things are the best in their thumbnails. Their thumbnail in some way communicates or shows something that that could be the best. It clearly communicates best just through the imagery. So, and it complements the title. And so this is the ultimate example of the triple hook. Let me show you this example. So if you only looked at this thumbnail right here, what would you see? If you only looked at the thumbnail and you didn't look at the title, let's X out the title. Don't look at the title. What do you see right here? What you see is something pretty remarkable. Let me go ahead and zoom in so that you guys can check. Well, you guys can see it, right? Something pretty remarkable. There's a giant wave pouring over the side of something, and it's just wrecking stuff. That looks pretty crazy, actually. That would be my reaction. That's insane. That is just totally insane. So what is then after we see this insane thing, you quickly scan and look at the title. Oh, top 10 craziest things caught on live TV. Hook number one, do you guys see the common theme here? Hook number one is the thumbnail of delivering best. And we're not talking about this is the best as in like, it has the most merit, craziest thing. Craziest is the epitome of crazy. Most hilarious is the epitome of funny. Sexy, like top 10 sexy, these are the sexiest things of all time. Bruce Lee is the epitome of martial arts. So what they're doing is they're telling you in every single video, not only are you gonna get the craziest, not only are you going to get the most hilarious, not only are you gonna get the sexiest or the best at martial arts, we're gonna give you the top 10 of that. So they're telling you that they're gonna give you the best, and then they're telling you, we're gonna give you the top 10 best of the best. Do you guys see how they're delivering best value better than everyone else? They're telling you that this is best times 2 in every single video. They are giving you the best of the best. Do you guys see that? You can't just say that something is the best and hope that people click. You should say that it's the best of the best. I'm consolidating the best things about the best things for you. And that's why Watch Mojo's titles and thumbnails absolutely slay, is because they're showing the best of the best with the triple hook. With the thumbnail, with the title, and then if you go and watch the beginning of their videos, are we starting to see any common themes here, my friends? You click the craziest events caught on live TV, and what do you see at the very beginning? The craziest moment, of course, to kick off the video. Here it is, crazy moment right out the gate. The triple hook is complete. Are you guys seeing the common themes? Are you guys taking notes? Are you guys seeing that the triple hook of giving 3 times the value of these 5 content values is how you become successful on YouTube? In this example, it's the best of the best times 2 best through times 3 value being communicated through your thumbnail, through your title, and then in the intro. That's how you do best, better than everyone else. Watch Mojo is gangster at doing best, and they've got 11 billion views to prove it. Okay, that's how you bring best value to YouTube. So far, what have we communicated? Dude Perfect is the best at doing challenge content. In a Nutshell's the best at doing learning content. What was the other one? Watch Mojo's the best at doing best content. And what was the other one? I'm about to do unique. Oh yeah, and Philip DeFranco is the best at doing new content. But there is one final category of unique that we need to talk about here that you guys can learn from. And I have said it before and I will say it again. This channel is the most prolific YouTube channel and most prolific YouTuber on the platform for a reason. And people write him off. He's been a part of controversy. People write him off and they say, oh, he's just doing memes, or oh, he's just doing reaction videos, or oh, he's just doing gaming and that's why he's successful. Nope. The reason why PewDiePie is successful is because he is better at bringing unique value to YouTube than anyone else in the history of the internet. And that is why he has 66 million subscribers and he is crushing. Learn from the master of YouTube himself, PewDiePie. This kid who started on YouTube in his bedroom now has 18 billion views on YouTube. That doesn't happen just because you stumble across reaction videos. That doesn't happen you just falling ass backwards into success. That happens because he is a master at bringing unique to his audience in each and every video. So if you're looking to make content that is unique, if you're looking to bring unique value to your audience, study PewDiePie like you're writing a term paper on PewDiePie. Look at his content format and look at what he's doing better than everyone else. I'm gonna link PewDiePie here. Don't just assume you know what PewDiePie is doing right. He has 18 billion views because he's better than everyone else in the cutthroat battle of YouTube and the internet at bringing unique value to audiences. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel this time because you guys have heard me repeat it over and over and over again. And what is he doing that every single other channel I just showed you is doing that made them extremely successful, that allowed them to quit their job and allowed them to do what they love for a living? He's using the triple hook. How many times do I have to show this to you? He's showing unique value in the thumbnail. A Thanos car, unique value, number 1. Thanos car in the title. It says Thanos car, Thanos car, Thanos car, Thanos car. There's value number 2. Okay, then what happens when we click his video? Are you guys tired of seeing me say this over and over again? He shows unique stuff in the beginning of his video with crazy edits to tease the unique value of that video. That's it. That's what he does over and over again. And throughout his video, he cuts in unique memes and unique stuff. Come on, guys. It's that simple. Do you guys see the equation for YouTube success? You bring 3 times the value through your thumbnail, through your title, and through the intro of your video. How many times do I have to say it? And you capitalize on that particular value, and you end up becoming massively successful on the internet. That is what PewDiePie does, Dude Perfect does, In a Nutshell does, and they've got millions, tens of millions, and billions of views to prove it. So study those examples I linked in chat. Study them for real. and learn what they're doing best, and you can capitalize on my 5 magic content values. New, best, unique, challenge, and learning, and you can blow up on YouTube if you do precisely what they are doing. Using the triple hook, bringing max value through their title, thumbnail, and intro, and then having extremely engaging content thereafter that retains their audience. It is that freaking simple. Is this my way of relaxing? Says Fish Lover. Chilling, like studying YouTube channels? It actually is. I've been doing this for a living now for a long time, for 7 years. For the last 9 years, I've been studying YouTube channels and how they're successful obsessively, and it's literally my job. So yeah, that is what I do. Thank you for that fantastic comment. So ZXJ Gaming says, you really love how all these channels out there grow your channels stressed enough to need tags to bring in views, so is this information confusing? You do not need tags to grow your channel, by the way. So YouTube has literally said publicly, and I have a tweet out there that shows them saying this. They've literally publicly said that creators overvalue tags. So I'm not saying don't put tags in your video. I'm not saying don't optimize your metadata and your keywords and your title and your description and your tags. Just keep in mind that tags don't really matter that much on YouTube anymore. And if you actually look at a lot of the top YouTubers, let me go ahead and pull up an example and I'll see if I can TubeBuddy it for you. If you look at PewDiePie, I think it is, they literally do not have any tags in their videos. And they have 18 billion views on YouTube. So that's how important tags are. Okay, so let me pull up a recent video of PewDiePie and see if it's still the case. I don't know if it is. And let me just show you. Maybe he's changed his strategy, right? PewDiePie does what PewDiePie does, but let me zoom out and see if I can look at his tags. Stop. Go to the side. No, he does have some tags on his videos now. Let me see if all of his videos have tags. He does have some tags on his videos now, but not that many. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So you can use TubeBuddy to see what tags people are using, but notice how PewDiePie is only using 5 tags now. He's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tags, because everybody knows that the first 5 tags are the only ones that truly matter on YouTube if you're trying to grow your content. So he only puts 5 tags in there. But I remember for like a couple hundred videos straight, PewDiePie had 0 tags on his videos, and he was still getting millions of views per video. You know why? Because tags don't matter that much. Why don't they matter that much? Because tags can be gamed. Any channel can add any tags to their video. You can game the system with tags. And so if a system can be gamed, that you can guarantee that there are millions of videos and millions of channels out there that are trying to use tags to game the system, of course. And so that's how tags ended up becoming out of favor in the algorithm, is because were not a clear indicator that content was actually about what the tags said they were about. Your thumbnail and your title, however, are a way stronger indicator of what your video is about, and of course, how viewers interact with your content is the strongest indicator of what your content is actually about. Cool? All right. Alrighty then. It was a question, it was information, it was for everybody. Yep, I'm happy to continue to talk about tags because people overvalue tags or think incorrectly about tags on YouTube. So there you go. I want to thank all of you guys for joining my live stream, and if you haven't already, share this tweet. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in chat. This one right here. Help me get the word out about these live streams. I'm helping creators every single day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, just giving free advice to the vast majority of you that want to ask a question, and of course, advice to my patrons that are supporting me on Patreon. So thank you very much for everybody who's supporting me on Patreon. I do have a $5, $25, and $150 level. If you're interested in becoming my patron, it's not a charity. I literally provide you with a service, an advice service, a coaching service, a legendary channel review, etc. that can help you grow on YouTube. So if you're interested, check me out on Patreon. That's how I can start justifying spending more and more time helping creators directly through this initiative. So that's going to be it for this live stream. I talked for so long straight to give you guys as much value as I could to help you learn how you can quit your job and how you can bring more value to viewers. Take that information, put it in the bank, and I hope that you learn from that. And I hope that you guys can one day be that success story that you want to be. And just keep in mind what I told you earlier about quitting your job. Make sure you have the revenue coming in from your new online venture before you quit your job, and ensure that it at least meets or exceeds your current revenue that you need. I recommend trying to get it to double your current revenue if you can, and diversify the sources of that revenue to as many sources as you can, so that you don't put yourself, your family, your friends, your financial obligations at risk. Thank you everybody for joining. Showtime Tice, ZXJ Gaming, Squad Trek, all of you guys are amazing, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, where me and Tom Nash are going to be analyzing some of the most trending things that happened on YouTube and in online video this week. Adios amigos, and keep creating content.